go kinda stocky, homie. Nigga, you a hater if you tell me I ain't poppin', homie.
NFC South is on the line. Atlanta Falcons are in first place. We got the Bucs coming to town, looking to take some redemption back from when we spanked them at their home in Tampa a couple weeks ago. They got Baker Mayfield still making plays. Mike Evans still has 10 touchdowns. So how can the Falcons change the dynamic? How can the Falcons stop the Bucs? Oh, I know how. When you have one of the best defenses in the league, a defense that hasn't gave up points in 9 quarters. That's 2 games in 1 quarter, must I admit. Hey, yo, Jumpman T with Twitch TV. I'm back again. Turn me up in your headphones loud and clear for the people in the background. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all when the Falcons were going to be first in this division? Y'all thought I was joking.
Oh, what's going on? I slapped the shit out of him. God damn! I came down on it like this. The extensions was flying all over the place. That is a...
Well, we're going to get into the matchup. Key NFC South matchup at the crib. We're going to talk about just a second. But if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment to keep your boy in the algorithm with your score predictions. If you haven't already, check out the merch at the website, Twitch TV. Fresh merch, new merch for the fall gear, long sleeves, and we got new articles on the way. So if you haven't already, make sure y'all check out the website as well. If you want to donate, hit up my Cash App, $, Twitch TV, or hit up the Super Donate chat in the little comment section area. Appreciate you guys as always, man. Let's get to it. I know what y'all want to hear. I know what y'all want to hear. Hold on. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all went to the gym, because you know your boy feeling right. Let's get to it. Falcons offense versus Tampa's defense. So we already know Falcons offense has struggled at times. They've had games where they had over 300 yards. One was the Tampa Bay game where we put up a lot of yards but didn't score enough points. Only 16 points. 3 fumbles in the red zone. When I look at that matchup, I say, hey, hold on. Who did good in that matchup? Ritter, using his legs. Tyler Algier, catching passes out of the backfield. Bijan Robinson was a little tired. He had a headache during that game, so we didn't really see him that much. I expect Bijan to be an X factor in this game. He didn't get to do too much versus the Jets game, but the week prior to that, he showed up and showed out versus the previous game. So I'm looking for Bijan to make plays. He just went over 1,000 all-purpose yards as a rookie with the passing game and in the running game. Three touchdowns in the running game, 3 touchdowns in the passing game, over 700 yards in the rushing game. So that tells you he's a dynamic back, and that's the reason why he was drafted top 10. And he's gonna be a key X factor versus their linebackers. They still have Devin White. They still have Levante David. They still have Vetta. They still have Winfield. Try to avoid Winfield. Winfield isn't sometimes a liability when he's in coverage. But the guy knows how to make up for it when he's a turnover magnet. He knows how to create turnovers. He has 5 forced fumbles, 11 pass defense, 3 INTs. He had a forced fumble versus us a couple weeks ago. So Winfield knows how to make plays. Vetta has 5.5 sacks. Barrett has 4.5 sacks. Devin White, he has an interception, 3 pass defense, 3 sacks. And one thing I liked about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, they blitzed the linebackers. And in turns, that can set up mismatches. You put Cordell Patterson and Bijan Robinson out. Let's see if they can guard those running backs. I don't see it. Drake London was making plays in between out those slot routes. I don't see their corners being able to guard him. They're going to have to bracket coverage him. In turn, our tight ends should be able to eat in Jonah Smith and Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts has almost 500 yards. Jonah has over 423 yards. Jonah has 2 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts has 1. So we want to make sure we use our tight ends as much as possible. Even versus the Jets, Mike Pruitt, the 3rd tight end, he comes in and catches a pass from Desmond Ritter. So you want to make sure you're using all your playmakers and get them into space early. Desmond Ritter, if the play breaks down, don't let Vinny get you. Don't let Barrett get you. Run. Use your legs. Take off. They are not going to be able to handle you getting those 10 and 15 yards to pick up those first downs. Stay ahead of the chains if you want to win this game. And when the game's on the line, trust Drake London. Drake London is the matchup. Bijan Robinson is the matchup. Let's see if they can go out and cover. And our running game was able to stall that game to end it. Tyler Algier, Cordell Patterson, each 8 when Bijan was out versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I see our 3 dynamic running backs making plays. And Cordell Patterson, you saw what he did versus the Saints. Y'all thought Flash was done. He ain't done. He back. Live in full effect. So make sure we use our backs and use Drake London as far as our offense. Stay away from Winfield. Try to avoid Levante David in that cover 2 or that sinking route because he knows how to make plays on that. Let's get to our defense versus their offense. AJ Terrell did go out with a concussion last week versus the Jets. I hope he'll be back. We should know by Thursday or Friday if he practiced a little bit. I'm hoping he's back for sure because we need him versus Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a dynamic receiver. Over 10 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards. Again, he just keeps showing he's going to be improving. And he's up for a contract, so you see he's going to get his money. They still have Chris Godwin. Godwin has almost 600 yards, 1 touchdown. They're making plays as receiving core. Even the White, the running back, he has a lot of yards. And catching out of the backfield, and then they have the tight end Cade, who has 3 touchdowns, who also knows how to make plays. One thing we did when we played the Bucs a couple weeks ago, we were blitzing. We were bringing linebackers, we were bringing safeties, we were bringing corners, and now that we have D. Alfred in the fold, and you see Clark Phillips showing up and making plays, Landman showing up and making plays, you're seeing how this defense can form. We do miss Grady Jarrett, of course, but when you have Jesse Bates, the roamer, the guy who has 5 INTs, 1 return for a touchdown, 3 forced fumbles, all big-time plays and key moments of the game. Most of his plays come at the end of the 3rd quarter. That's going into the 4th quarter. That means he's a playmaker when the game is on the line. And that's what you want. Ryan Neeson has stated when he came in, he wanted a playmaker at each level. We know Jesse Bates is a playmaker in the back end with those 5 INTs. Richard Grant is being able to make more plays now that we have D. Alfred back from injury reserve, or not injury reserve, from being hurt. This is a great matchup because I want to see how Chris Godwin looks versus our secondary, how Mike Evans looks versus our secondary. Neeson, I want to let you know, if the blitz isn't working, we have to bracket Mike Evans. We cannot have him do man coverage. The guy is 6'5". He gets away with all the push-offs. We can't have it. I trust AJ, I trust Jeff Okudah in the matchup, but I feel like you should double cover him at least on 3rd downs. At least on 3rd downs, double cover. For sure. Let somebody else beat us. I trust Chris Godwin versus D. Alfred. D. Alfred did a great job versus him, so I want to see how that looks. The Bucs do not have a running game. They had 70-something yards versus us 3 weeks ago, and 30 of the yards came on Baker Mayfield's scramble at the 3rd quarter. So they cannot run the ball. White has 5 touchdowns on the ground, but hey, they do not run the ball that well, and I don't see them running the ball that well versus us. Now that we have Bud Dupree, who's making plays, 3 sacks, 2 sacks last week versus the Jets. My boy Carter, he's still showing, coming off the bench of reserve. AK, almost 5 sacks in his 2nd year. That's how you come up there and show out, bro. Number 17 is making plays consistently, and he's going for the football. That's what I like about all of our team. They are attacking the football. Landman had a punch-out forced fumble. Bates had a punch-out forced fumble versus Taysom Hill versus the Saints. You got to attack the football, guys. That's the only way you're going to be able to get turnovers, especially when your offense isn't scoring consistently. You have to change that tide by field position. And field position changes when you're able to get turnovers. Baker Mayfield has 18 touchdowns, 8 INTs, been sacked 27 times. So I feel like you can get pressure on him. You sent Jesse Bates on the blitz versus them a couple weeks ago on 4th down play. They tried us. Bates got it down, forced the errant throw. Last week, Richard Grant sends on a safety blitz, forces a forced fumble, and with the game on the line versus the Jets, should have been a touchdown, but they blew the whistle, so we had to stop right where he forced the fumble at. Attack the football, guys. Baker Mayfield is known to make errors, especially when he gets nervous and doesn't know what he's looking at. Disguises. Bring Ellis up in the blitz, in the gaps. Let's see if he can call out who's going to be coming for the blitz. Bring it. I honestly think, guys, if we're able to stop Baker Mayfield, stop the run early, you know David Undermine's going to make plays, almost 3.5 sacks, AK 4.5 sacks. We're going to be able to win this game. I expect us to score more than 20 points. I hope so. 24-20 is what I'm looking at because it's a division matchup. We have a chance to take over as far as making a 2-game lead if we beat Tampa. So we need this win. Let's go out there, fans show support, and let's get it. Jumpman T2 Sports TV. Appreciate y'all for the support. We're going to do a live show soon, so make sure y'all check out that. Peace.